in line as we're getting ready for the restart on lap 26 here at Dover. Darrell Wallace Jr. on the inside, Max Gresham on the outside. Green flag in the air.
Yeah, Darrell Wallace has led every lap up to this point, our pole sitter, but you can see Max Gresham in that 18 car trying to get a run on the outside. Here comes Brett Moffitt in the 00 car.
Darrell Wallace sideways going through 1 and 2, trying to hold on to that bottom line. Max Gresham on the high side has an advantage as they come out of turn number 4.
Trying to get those points for leading a lap. He will lead that lap right there.
That time, Max Gresham scored as your race leader. Here comes Darrell Wallace Jr. on the inside once again. How about Brett Moffitt in the 00 sliding all the way up the racetrack as he's trying to find a line to pick to go behind these two in front of him?
Well, he's loving what he's seeing here with these guys running side by side, because that will let him pull right up there and be part of this battle.
Another surge off of turn number 4. Gresham again gets credit for leading that lap as these two stay side by side for the lead.
Yeah, right now, Max Gresham in the 18 running that second groove. He's able to keep the thing wound up, and he wins the battle in every drag race down each straightaway.
They drag race once again into turns 3 and 4. Darrell Wallace Jr. on the inside, Gresham on the outside. Again with a surge coming off of turn number 4. Gresham almost clearing the 6. Let's see if Darrell Wallace Jr. stays on the bottom and keep the nose inside of that 18. No, now Gresham has completely cleared Darrell Wallace Jr. Brett Moffitt running third.
That's all Max Gresham wanted to hear from his spotter is clear low.
Clear, clear. Gresham out in front. Again, leading the points coming into this race. Brett Moffitt 21 points back as they started this race. Now running in the 3rd spot. Brett Moffitt has to get in front of Max Gresham. Currently Moffitt running in the 3rd spot. Running in 4th, that 2 of Ryan Gifford.
Yeah, he's actually been pretty good since the drop of the green flag. Started back in the 8th position in that 2 car.
He was able to get by the 4 of Sergio Pena. A little bit of smoke coming out from the left front tire of that 2 of Ryan Gifford. Keep our eye on that as the tire pressures continue to come back up.
Yeah, it looks like his car is traveling so much getting in the corner that left front tire is probably running the top of the fender. Dylan Presnell in the 14 car leading this group around.
Just behind that 71 of Eddie McDonald. Eddie McDonald, Dylan Presnell, the 32 of Dale Quarterly now working to the inside. Quarterly trying to take the spot away from Dylan Presnell. An impressive pass coming out of 4.
And how about Dale Quarterly in that 32 car? Only got 10 laps of practice, had engine failure, changed the engine, had to start at the rear of the field.
I would call that a veteran situation. And since the 50-year-old is a veteran of this series, 6 wins, that was a good move.
Yeah, Dale Quarterly, 147 career starts, 1 here back in 2004.
Good battle here. Matt DiBenedetto around the outside of Dylan Presnell, so DiBenedetto able to take away that spot. Now Dylan Presnell trying to hold off Ben Kennedy in the 96.
Ben Kennedy had that great run back at Bowman Gray, a top 5 finish, and Matt DiBenedetto in the 15 car, his lone win of 2011 at Bowman Gray.
Yeah, I tell you, Bowman Gray, what a historic racetrack and a historic moment for this series to be able to go back to Bowman Gray when we had the France family represented. You had Junior Johnson there in attendance. What a great race that was. Out in front of that 15, Brandon McReynolds in the 42.
I believe Matt DiBenedetto in the 15 car, I saw him pull to the inside down the back straightaway. Looked like he may be headed to pit road.
DiBenedetto looks like he might have some problems in the 15. We stay out front. Ben Kennedy still chasing down Dylan Presnell in the 14. It's Max Gresham leading this race.
See the 97 car of Tanner Berryhill. He's actually the nephew of the World of Outlaw sprint car driver Aaron Berryhill.
Those guys not used to running on concrete, more of a dirt flavor for the Berryhill family, but Tanner doing a great job in that 97. Now Ben Kennedy looking to the inside of Dylan Presnell, running that lower line. Presnell continues to run just a higher line around this racetrack. You see Berryhill working the high side now of Ben Kennedy.
Yeah, I talked to Dylan Presnell this morning making his first start here at Dover, and he said, Larry, I just can't get used to how much speed you carry in the corner. The car always feels like it's going to spin out, but he said, I think I finally have figured out with the downforce these cars have that they will not spin out. Just drive it down in there.
I believe that's what every driver would like to do. Just mat it and drive it as hard as you can around the racetrack.
These cars do have a lot of downforce, and with a little bit of horsepower, it's what I've been telling my son Brandon McReynolds in the 42 car, you've got to be on the throttle if you're going to go fast around this 1 mile racetrack.
Right now, it looks like Presnell looking at the inside of Brandon McReynolds. Make the pass. Now Ben Kennedy coming up on the inside of Brandon. And Tanner Berryhill. Brandon looks like he's out of the groove right now and getting passed by Jeff Anton as well in the 30.
Yeah, I think Brandon is suffering a lot from what he did in practice. The car was good on short runs, but it would want to start walking up the racetrack in long runs.
Right now, Benny Gordon in the 66 able to get by, as well as the 29 of Brandon Newberry also looking to make his pass.
Yeah, Brennan Newberry in that 29 car, he actually competes full-time in the K&N Pro Series West group.
I see a lot of guys trying to dabble, I guess, in the other series that run in the K&N Pro Series, either East or West. Still the battle for the lead. Gresham out in front of Darrell Wallace Jr. Max Gresham would love to lead all the laps here at Dover, get the win, and solidify the championship. But here comes Darrell Wallace Jr. battling for the lead as they go across the stripe. Darrell Wallace Jr. gets credit with leading that lap.
Yeah, Max Gresham, he told us in his interview, if you go back to last year, he led 84 laps. He actually was leading here a year ago coming to the green-white checkered. The engine blew, ended up finishing 18th.
Does not want anything like that to happen today as he has a championship in sight. Chad Bowden, the 98, able to get by Brandon McReynolds. Here comes the 0-3 of Cody Hodgson. Brandon looks to be falling back in the field now. The inside, Andrew Ranger making the pass as well.
Andrew Ranger in that 35 car, two-time NASCAR Canadian Tire Series champion.
Here comes the 53 of Derek Ramstrom. And DiBenedetto also going on the low side.
I think what son thinks is what father thinks right now, that Brandon McReynolds is hoping to see a yellow flag wave from that flag stand where he can maybe bring that 42 car to pit road and make some adjustments.
Make some adjustments. Matt DiBenedetto currently in the 29th spot. Still working around this racetrack. You see the spark still coming out from underneath. Looks like he's bottoming out as he works his way through 1 and 2. Now the 12 of Fane Skinner getting by that 42. Here comes the 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. That's race leader Darrell Wallace Jr. Looks like he's going to put Brandon a lap down, and right behind him Max Gresham in the 18 will also work to the inside of the 42.
And now the battle will be between Fane Skinner in the 12 and Brandon McReynolds in the 42 to try to stay the first driver a lap down, get the free pass should the caution come out.
Darrell Wallace Jr. setting a pretty blistering pace here as he works his way around the mile. Max Gresham working up the racetrack, running in second. Brett Moffitt in the 00 running third now. Looks like Gresham losing a little of that steam that he had early on in this run.
You know, as we look at Darrell Wallace in that 6 car pole sitter that's actually leading this race, had such a great start to the season. He was actually leading the points at the halfway after race number 6.
Yeah, had a very impressive start to the season, as you mentioned. Darrell Wallace Jr. with 2 wins already this year, 4 career wins. Only 1 finish outside the top 10, and that was a 30th at Loudon this year, and that has hurt him for his title hopes. Oh, the 9 of Chase Elliott into the wall. That'll bring out our 3rd caution.
Here at lap 47, coming off turn 4, looks like classic Dover, hit the outside wall coming off turn 4. The self-cleaning racetrack goes down and hits the inside wall hard. You can see the spin there. Late exit of turn 4.
And what a big story that will be for our Rookie of the Year contenders. That looks like Alex Bowman will wrap up that title here at Dover. We'll be right back.